Hear that? Sounds like our delivery drone.
I'm on it.
Just, check the box underneath for the toolkit.
I swear to God, Andy, if it's empty again.
That was one time. Trust me, you'll be dicking around with landmines soon enough, Mac.
Hello there, and welcome to the continuation of the very well-made Remnants of War campaign in Arma 3. Just to recap the previous episode, let's take a look at the timeline. So, what have we seen in the previous episode? In October of 2034, the AAF attacks the town. They are surprised by the guerrillas' defenses and their offensive fails. They were unable to capture the town for almost 2 whole weeks, when Odeocastro was destroyed by a cluster strike. IDEP's camp, that was at the church in the north, is spared and no workers are harmed. From the previous episode we know that special forces infiltrated the castle to the north of the town and used that elevated position to call in a cluster bomb on the town itself. The official NATO version states that those were CSAT special forces. However, Nathan here has his doubts. NATO mil-spec bullet casings were found at the castle. He secretly believes, he didn't say so out loud, but he secretly believes that NATO special forces were responsible for calling in that cluster strike. And as we have seen at the end of the previous mission, it was most likely Miller and his CTRG team who did it. A nice little false flag operation. Infiltrate the area, and then capitalize on the AAF's confusion. Maybe call in a few favors that he has with elements of the AAF and direct a cluster bomb on the village. Oh well, let's see what we have here.
The siege of the town? My notes suggest it lasted for 2 weeks. How could that be?
Divine intervention.
Pardon me?
No, just the weather. Got in their way. Weeks of thick cloud cover blanketed the town.
I'm still not sure I follow.
It prevented the army from calling in Cass. Soon as that cleared, though, well, you know about the cluster strike.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go and let's grab our toolkit that is being delivered by this drone here. I don't think it will be too long before we start to see a lot of this stuff in our daily lives. Drone deliveries.
Good, toolkit's here. See you later, little buddy.
What's that?
Nothing, just talking to myself.
Okay, little buddy. Sure thing.
Hey, how are you getting on?
Not bad, not bad. Our gear's finally arrived from dispatch. I can start deactivating mines and leftover ordnance now.
Oh, great. And do you do that by hand?
Sure do. Crawl up close, identify it, and then just, disarm the thing.
I'm sure it's more involved than that.
Yeah, well, I may have skipped the part where, it can explode.
I feel like that part is actually quite important, but yeah, what do I know? Let's take a quick look. We have the next Unexploded Ordinance further up the hill. I thought there was one here in this courtyard, but maybe it detonated together with the armory. Yeah, it's gone. It was here, I think. Wasn't it? Oh well. Let's go up there and defuse these explosives that are inside the town. I guess that is our task, isn't it? Clear all explosives. Disarm mines and other explosives in Odeocastro. Use a mine detector to locate them first. Yeah. Will do. Church grounds and Carpenters Shop are points of interest. Looks like we have our first explosives up here somewhere. Ah yeah, right in front of us. Where though? Oh, it's there in the grass, next to the cart. You see it? There it is. An unexploded cluster bomblet. Let's crawl in. Careful not to disturb it. And then let's start defusing this little piece of shit. Let's hope it doesn't blow up. There's a chance. I'm using Ace. Ooh. That worked. Wait, did we see that one? I don't think we did. It's new.
I've been meaning to ask, after NATO pulled out, when CSAT stepped in, how did that affect your work?
Day to day? I mean, CoinOps stepped up, but honestly, things are already sliding that way, even with NATO at the helm. For the most part, CSAT were mindful of our activities. Brutal, no doubt, but at least clinical. Whole thing felt like one big PR exercise for them.
Who are you? AAN, News Network. Always this contrast. When you see how beautiful everything looked and then it switches to this. It's heartbreaking. Let's go to the Carpenters Shop. There was an explosive up there. We did take a look at this one already, didn't we? Yeah, we did. And now nothing's left here. No people. Just ruined buildings. And plenty. Okay. Didn't we have an explosive up here as well? I thought so, just next to this barrier. Maybe I'm not the only one demining right now. It's gone. Let's go into the Carpenters Shop and further investigate the building. I think we couldn't go upstairs because of a cluster bomblet stuck in the wall. Yeah, there it is. I did watch this one. Jesus Christ, how do I approach this thing very well? No. Let's get up. Try to edge closer. Very carefully. There we go. Diffuse. Oh, thank God. Okay, with that gone, we can go upstairs. Anything here? There is something indeed. That's bringing us to the next chapter. We'll return here. We'll come back after demining the town. Next I'll go to the mayor's house on the other side. Did I watch this?
If there's one thing I remember about a Lexus, it was the guy's pickup truck. Thing made a hell of a racket.
And his brother, wasn't he a mechanic? Why wouldn't he fix it?
Oh, believe me, he tried. But that was a Lexus. Stubborn as a mule.
Well. Everything alright? So there was actually a memory that was not marked on the map. That's good to know. So not everything is marked. I have to keep that in mind. Now there was an undetonated explosive here, wasn't there? Yeah. There it is. Let's go in and let's not die. Edging closer, 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 closer. Why do I not get... There we go. Don't explode. Don't explode. Thank you for cooperating. Oh boy. There's nothing else up here, I don't think so. Let's move up the road and we'll get to this explosive next. Then we'll take care of the ones at the mechanic. Maybe we can get into the church grounds then. Maybe we can do that next. There was a memory on the... yeah, in this house there were two. We did see those. The explosives should be somewhere up here. It is on the other side of this wall, I believe. In this courtyard. Where the kindergarten or school is. Where exactly is it though? Ah, that's there in the grass, okay. Careful. Diffuse. Don't explode. Don't explode. Please don't explode. Thank you. There's always a risk. A very real risk. Now we go to the mechanic's house. Just basically next door. If I remember right, there were tripwire mines set up here. There's also a memory just outside the window. Let's get to that.
Nathan, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't IDAP and NATO share some common goals? The training, for example. The laws of armed conflict?
Sorta. It's a tough one, actually. It was important we didn't overstep the mark.
You had to be impartial.
Precisely. In a conflict, we have to remain neutral, a partner to all parties, even those that, personally, we may object to.
People fled. When the fighting became a very real threat, many people fled. Wait, if I remember well, then this entrance here is secured by tripwire. Let's not go that way. Let's move through the big house here. Actually, the front door is barricaded. Did I go through the back door? I think I did. Yeah. Tripwire. There it is. Where do I go to this arm? Do I go here? Yeah. Diffuse it. Oh boy. Let's take this with us. Let's not just leave it here. And I can now get into the mechanic's house.
You mentioned that IDAP worked with a local mechanic. How did that come about?
Hollywood might call it serendipity, but I don't know, he just saved our ass one time, and then another, and so the story goes. There wasn't much special about his setup, but guy knew the difference between a crankshaft and a tire iron.
He was good at what he did then?
There wasn't much he couldn't fix. Never asked for a receipt, though, if you know what I mean.
Oh, I know what he means. Well, forgive me my Greek ears, but I mean, it is Greece after all, isn't it? Well, real life Greece is the inspiration for the island of Altus, the Greek island of Limnos, to be precise. Well, you know, tax evasion has a certain charm to it, doesn't it? What's left of the building? Not much. Mostly rubbish and rubble. But the sofas are nice, they are still there. Can we now get into the churchyard? I doubt it, seeing those guys out there, but let's see. Is there anywhere else I need to go? Yeah, there's still the tripwire in the garden. Let's get to that. It's blocking this entrance right here. This break in the wall. There it is. Tripwires are nasty. Didn't blow up. Hallelujah. Come into... I can't take it. I have too much stuff. Can't move anything around either. Damn it. We'll have to leave it here. What if I drop the medkit? Can I then take this thing? Let's see... No, can't. Can't do it. Let me try something. No, that doesn't work either. The toolkit takes up a lot of space. No, I can't take it with me. Shame. Let's take our first aid kit again. We'll have to leave a mine lying around here, but it's diffused. What can happen? Right? What's the worst that can happen? Let me check on this house over here. I don't think we had any interaction with this house as of yet. Even though an artist seemingly lived here. Nothing. Okay then. Let's talk to these soldiers up here. You're new, aren't you? I did check this out already, I did.
Hey, Andy.
Yep. What's up?
What's the deal with the church? Can we get in or what?
Sorry, Mac. No dice. NATO's got first dibs. They're bringing their boys home. Bag and tag. Let's leave them to it.
I'll come back later.
We still can't get in. Okay then. We are not gonna force the issue. Maybe next time when we come back... Wait, there's something. Maybe next time when we come back we'll be able to enter. That's new.
I often read articles about war and video games, the digital battlefield and such. What's your view?
My view? Usually flat on my belly, few inches away from high explosives. I'm just messing with you, Kate. That's the reality these days. In many ways it's become so, I don't know, sanitized. A few pixels on a screen, a drone in the air, and a guy sitting somewhere on the other side of the world, ready to click a button.
Well, someone has a sweet setup. Beamer here. Triple monitor with a fourth one above it. Nice. Take on helicopters. Actually a decent game, I think. Take on Mars, don't know, never played it. And a map of Seattle, that's related to Take on helicopters. Cardboard on the window to keep the room nice and dark. Beefy PC next to the table. Yeah, that's a game, alright. Can I open the door? Yeah, I can. I mean, he doesn't have much furniture. He has the essentials covered. There's a little hut down there. Don't know if we should maybe take a look at that. There's their memory that we can access here. What is this place? Looks like a shed for animals. But nothing's here. We can move back into the village. So at the mechanic's house we had the option to advance to the next chapter. Let's get over there. But I will use the opportunity to check out if I can find more memories, now that I've noticed that they aren't necessarily marked on our map. You hear a faint hum when you get near them. But that's all. What about this building? This is the one that has the traitor and hero graffiti on it. I wonder if there's a history to it. But if there is, we don't know much about it yet. We did have a memory in the house beneath us. This area down there is suspiciously empty so far. Let me just make a quick check concerning that big house down here. This one. And even this one. There's nothing in here, is there? No, it's quiet. The memories make a humming sound to let you know that they are near. But there's nothing in this house. At least not yet. Might still be something later on. Nothing here, right? In this building? No. Okay then. Let's go and advance the story. I did check these out, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Both of them. The mechanic's house is there. Let's go upstairs and have a look at this. What story will this one tell? The survivor.
There's an old photograph here. Picture of Alexis and his brother Marcos.
Remember? This guy got blown up by a mine just days ago at the church up there. And this was his brother fighting for the guerrillas.
The civilian killed at the church? The landmine, right?
Yeah. Although honestly, it was a small miracle he'd made it that far.
Tell me more about Marcos.
Poor guy. He always seemed to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. He'd made it through the airstrike, but only to get caught up in the assault that followed right after.
There were still guerrillas in the town, even after the strike.
But Oreo Castro, it wasn't just a town. It had become a symbol of the resistance. It was important for both sides, and government forces were making their final push. Alexis had made it out, but his brother? Like I say, Marcos was always shit out of luck. The guy had been waiting at his brother's place.
Looks like I'm in a really bad situation.
Marcos had been wounded, caught in the leg by shrapnel.
I see. Do you think he went there to talk his brother into leaving, or to join
time to leave the building, and I'm leaving this thing here because this is added by the Project Injury Reaction mod. Usually you have to do this without flashlights. Could pick up a weapon here, but I wonder if that's a smart thing to do.
He found a weapon. Enough is enough.
You know what, the weapon is just making me a target. Let's put this down.
He knew that picking up a gun would make him a target. Marcus decided to throw down his weapon and
Soldier.
towards the church.
This one?
Marcus left the ruins of his brother's home without a weapon. Stumbled his way toward the church.
Let's hope the soldiers and the guerrillas recognize that I'm unarmed. Well, somebody just took a shot at me. I'm pretty certain. That's not good. Let's continue moving. Jesus Christ. Everything here is messed up. Don't see me, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. Can I go through this here? I can't go through this courtyard. Jesus Christ. There's a shitload of fighting ahead of me. I can try to go through that house over there. I can't stay here. I'll bleed out if I do. Let's continue. And hope for the best. I'll go through this house. That will give me at least some cover. Flashlights moving out on the road. There's a soldier out there. Don't see me. Don't see me. Don't see me. Don't see me. He's moving out there. Multiple soldiers out there. I'm just a civilian. I'm unarmed. I'm unarmed. I'm unarmed. Let me get out of your way. If I could raise my hands, I would do it. Jesus Christ. I have to get to the church before someone mistakes me for a target. I'm not looking my way. Let's move. I'm not a target. I'm not a target. I'm not a target. I'm not a goddamn target. Stop shooting at me. Jesus Christ, let's move through here. It's a break in the wall. Wait. I remember. No tripwire at this time. Shit, there's somebody around the corner. Dude, I'm not here, okay? Go somewhere else. Fight somewhere, someone else. Jesus Christ, they don't like me. Okay, the church is just across the road. Great, there's a crossfire. Oh, that's just lovely. How do I do this? Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell? I'm a civilian. I'm unarmed. That's a lot of soldiers. I'm unarmed. I'm unarmed. I'm a civilian. Don't shoot me. 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 Let me get into the church grounds. Don't shoot me. Jesus Christ. Get on the other side of this van. I'm almost there. Government forces overrunning the town. The guerrillas don't have a chance. It's good that I dropped that weapon. Oh my god, so many dead everywhere. Help. I'm so glad to see you guys.
An hour or two later, the government sent a truck to our camp. The soldiers searched the civilians for hidden weapons.
But they didn't find any.
No, and we'd already checked. It's vital our camps are weapon-free spaces, safe havens.
And Marcus, he must have made it through then.
Yeah, just about. We talked a few times after. I don't know, he seemed different.
I can imagine why. And what did he do after?
Hard to tell, but like I said, he kept looking for his brother.
Of course. And Marcus, his body, is still there in the churchyard?
Yeah. To think he survived all that just to return to the same spot less than a year later.
Nathan, you said that Alexis had been a recruit in the Altis Armed Forces.
Yeah, that's right.
So, his decision to leave the army, to join the guerrillas, do you know how that came about?
It's funny, I asked Marcos the same thing once. He just looked at me and shrugged. Later on, I heard their father had been killed in the Civil War, but I don't know. Whatever his reasons, Marcos seemed to have made peace with the fact he wouldn't change his brother's mind.
Alright, that was a pretty intense experience, trying to get to the church through the town. Precisely from this position where we are standing right now, and look, up there's the church. But those few meters, they seemed like an eternity, caught up in that firefight. No wonder we made it. Ah well. I hope that you have enjoyed today's episode. Let me know in the comments what you think about this experience and about this campaign in general, because so far it's absolutely amazing. I wish they would have made more campaigns like this. Yeah, I really do. Let me know in the comments if you feel the same way. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out on the future things that are going to come. And we are going to continue this amazing campaign next time. Until then, have some really great days and goodbye.